EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Keep playing hard.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Geis with a carry on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 30. Obviously, so much on the line here. Everything on the line this season. So important to get off to a hot start. That run certainly helps.
Definitely provided it. Nothing different than what they've seen all year long. They want to continue to ride that momentum.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. General West. He's coming. Go. Hey, orbit.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hey, echo.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
6-6, pull it high. Check. 49, check 49. Get it.
Now a toss. This is Geis. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring him 3rd and 8.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Mike 50. Watch the run. 61, matchbox lights.
Joker.
Go. 5.
Throwing his lock on third down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 19-yard line.
Kill. Crunch.
Here's Pollard. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 26.
To throw again. Jackson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out right around the 39. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Safety's creeping. 57 to Mike.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We got this.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd and 9, Jackson got an open man. It's QT, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Mike, 57.
From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tony Pollard, 74 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yo, check, 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 check.
Yeah.
This is Geis. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Third down, here's Geis. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's get it.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Go, go, go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Come on.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Here's Geis. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
The toss right to Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. That good for 22 on a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. And it'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Mike 59. Mike 59.
Topper! Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo!
They do go for it. It's locked. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tony Pollard saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yep.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Here we go, D.
Second and 9. At the Ravens 35-yard
Under 10. Under 10.
On second and 9, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check safety, check safety.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 23-yard run. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
General West.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On first down, this is Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Geis. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. 8-3.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Get it.
They'll run for it. Geis. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Darius Geis, 52 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. You give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Geis again, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
Okay, buddy, I see you.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready? Now the 57 Mike. Hey, man, watch the boots.
They'll run with Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Well, he's going to go for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A big play there out of Geis. 43 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and get it with Geis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Here we go with Geis. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Give me that ball. Hey, Alpha.
To throw is locked. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
They're not ready for this, man.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brianne Body Calhoun.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Get that quarterback at all
The
costs.
Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.